Jennifer says it's oak people got offended by the nudity and premise of no hard feelings. Jennifer Lawrence knows people will be offended by no hard feelings. I think it's time for just a good old-fashioned laugh. And it really is hard to make a comedy where you're not offending people. Everybody in some sense will be offended by this film. You're welcome. The premise of no hard feelings alone would be considered controversial. Maddie, a woman in her 30s, trying to seduce Percy, a 19-year-old guy, may touch a nerve with certain audiences. If you can believe it, the Jennifer Lawrence-led film's icky plot was inspired by a real-life Craigslist ad that director Gene Stupnitsky came across. Whether or not a woman like G. Law's Maddie really did answer the ad, Stupnitsky thought it was outlandish enough to see helicopter parents put out an ad for someone to hook up with their kid like this. Laura Benanti, who plays Percy's mother, even said you can look at this movie as a cautionary tale for parents to let go of the reins placed on their children and encourage their independence. Another reason audiences could be offended by no hard feelings is the full-body nudity scene when Maddie goes skinny dipping in the ocean with Percy only for her to fight kids trying to steal their clothes while in the nude. Jennifer Lawrence accomplished her nudity scene without the use of a body double as she bared all. She handled it like a pro, not hesitating for a second to do a beach scuffle scene naked. If anything, you can argue the Winter's Bone actress shot that nude scene pretty casually, as she was apparently hanging out eating a grilled cheese during those takes. Leave it to Julia to crave grilled cheese while naked on the beach. Andrew Barth Feldman, who plays Percy, had a nude car scene of his own where, after skinny dipping, he tries to stop Maddie from driving with his phone by plopping himself onto the car's windshield naked. He told Sky News he agreed with his co-star about not being so afraid to offend audiences with good comedy. We need to be able to engage with being offended. There was and is like a big overcorrect because we realized there were so many things that we were joking about that we shouldn't be. And I think this movie does a really good job of continuing to push limits while still engaging with the conversation that the things that these people are doing are wrong and not a good idea. The 22-year-old actor has a point, as the movie never makes it seem like what Maddie does is okay trying to seduce Percy. All of her sexual maneuvers are for the purpose of getting the car Percy's parents promised her if she succeeded. Plus, he doesn't make it easy for Maddie by not giving in to her advances. Movies truly can push the limits without making it seem like the behaviors of the characters are acceptable. Jennifer Lawrence's first comedy, No Hard Feelings, certainly has elements people could be offended by, like the film's far-fetched premise and the full-on nude scenes. At the same time, the Silver Linings Playbook actress doesn't seem to care if people are offended. As good comedies tend to come with offensive humor, Lawrence is allowing people to feel whatever they're feeling.